Temperature swirling in Washington. Is Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy going to retire? According to some of his former law clerks, an announcement could come as early as today.
Who better to ask than our chief legal correspondent, who's covered the Supreme Court for years, and her office is right next to mine, Shannon Bream. Hey, Shannon, this for you is your NFC Championship game, not your Super Bowl. This is exciting.
It really is, because it's the final day of the term, so we get all the remaining opinions left. There are a couple we really have our eye on. There are 6 left, but that's kind of being overshadowed by all these rumors about the fact that it's possible Justice Anthony Kennedy could retire. He's 80. He'll be 81 next month. He was appointed by President Reagan back in, took the bench 1988, so he's the senior most justice right now. He has been critical, in so many cases. He is the swing vote, so a lot of people think, is he ready to give up that power? Really one of the most powerful people in the United States of America. Because of that swing vote, he's often the critical one in these 5-4 decisions on so many landmark issues.
And some of the speculation fueled by the fact that apparently a number of his former law clerks were going to have get together a reunion in the future, but they decided to do it, I think, yesterday or the day before, which was like, he's going to tell him, he's going to call it quits.
Yeah, we're always trying to read the tea leaves. They've been doing these clerk reunions every 5 years. So this time, instead of doing it in 2018, which would have been the 5th year, they moved it back a year. They say it's because they wanted to do it in celebration of his 80th birthday. So that's the explanation. Here are a couple of other clues. We hear that in the get-together with the clerks last night, he did not make any big announcement about retiring. So a lot of people read it different ways, that he was looking towards the future. He was talking about things that would keep him on the bench. He has hired his full complement of clerks through the next term and even one for the 2018 term. So you never know. I mean, sometimes you do that just to keep people off the scent, or if you haven't made up your own mind anyway. So he could get there this morning on the bench and say, I feel good. I'm going to take off for my teaching assignment I do every summer.
Even if it doesn't happen this week, Shannon, it'll be interesting to see, though, if he's already talking about retiring, and let's say President Trump, if he's reelected and he has another 7.5 years.
He might not want to wait. He might not want to risk it.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
He might want to do it within the 4.
Well, I'm saying he's probably going to do it over the course of President Trump being in office. So he'll definitely appoint a conservative.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he may do next year, that Justice Kennedy may, because, Justice Gorsuch was his clerk. So this is the first time ever that a former justice and his clerk are serving on the bench together. So a lot of people think they want to do this year together and that Justice Kennedy would be more situated to go next year.
Shannon, what are you hammer doing on America's Newsroom?
Well, we're going to wait for a couple of opinions from the Supreme Court. We could hear something on the travel ban today. As you know, it's pending before the Supreme Court, too. So we could find out about that at 9:30 when they put their orders out. And, of course, like you guys, we're talking health care. What's the road to trying to get it done? Will it get done? What are the roadblocks along the way? We've got Judge Napolitano, Brett Hume, many others with us. It's going to be a great time. You should join us.
We'll be watching.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Good to see you.
You too.
Coming up next, we are going to help you turn your backyard party into a beach bash, including the ultimate must-have item of the season.